What's up, guys? And here from Fishing 203, and I got a new reel, Shimano Trinidad 14A, and I've been wanting to pick one of these up for a while. I played with the larger size ones. I can't wait to fish with these things. They're really smooth. I felt the 30 size, and I love the big one. So this is gonna be perfect for blackfish, stripers. I'm probably gonna use it for chunking for stripers and bluefish and stuff around my area. So let's crack her open and take a look. Okay, it's in the box here. Paperwork, schematics. And the reel and clamp and accessories. They come with a tool, which is very nice because I normally end up using a pair of pliers and mess up all the nuts and everything. So I'm glad that they put a tool in there. That's nice. Good for guys like me who are lazy and don't go find a wrench. Now, right out of the box, this reel is incredibly smooth. Shimano's done so much to this reel. It has their Shimano high-efficiency gearing in it, which adds to the smoothness. Their X-ship gear design, for those who don't know what their X-ship gearing is, it's basically two bearings around each side of the pinion gear, which the pinion gear is what connects your drive shaft through here, which attaches to your spool, to your main gear. And it makes the reel a whole lot smoother when you're reeling because it's completely held by bearings, and it also makes sure that your gear is perfectly aligned under really heavy loads. So what these little reels are designed to do, which I love about them, is you take the smallest reel possible, the lightest weight, and put it up against the biggest fish that you can find. It's just not having a giant bulky reel and having the comfortability of holding a small reel and having a lot of power. This has 8 of Shimano's ARB shielded bearings, which it'll make it completely corrosion resistant. These bearings are not going to be like an Abbott, where they're going to burn out in a year. This reel retails for $479, this 14A. I bought this off Tackle Direct for $480. When you talk about reels that are this much money, you really got to think about what you're getting for what you pay for. Look at the bearings in this handle. That's absolutely insane. That's better than an accurate bearings. It's just everything about this reel. It feels like this reel next to an Abbott is like a Lamborghini next to a Honda Civic, basically. Sorry, Civic owners, but this is top of the line, high quality. Magnum light spool. You guys can't see it because I don't have a piece of tape on here, but the free spool on this thing is amazing. Smooth as ever. Has a spring clutch lever, so it takes a little bit of force to put it into free spool, but effortless to take it out of free spool. For you live lining and chunking guys out there, the loudest bait clicker I have ever heard. Insane bait clicker on that. I'm going to compare that to an Accurate's right now. So right here I have an Accurate. This is a Fury 400 Narrow. And this one I thought had the loudest bait clicker. Like, that's very loud, but compared to this thing, it's nothing. That's a loud bait clicker. These only come in high-speed gears. This is a 6.3 to 1. They all come 6.3 to 1, which is perfect for everything you're going to use it for, really. You don't need a super, super low speed or a super, super high speed. This is kind of just that happy medium where you can do really whatever with it. Has Shimano's Dartanium 2 drag system in it, which is basically just their carbon fiber woven drag washers, and they're very strong. This reel has 17 pounds of drag. For a star drag, that's good. And that's the 10 to 14. The 16 to 30A sizes have 25 pounds of drag. But I'm happy with 17. Like an Avid only has 13 or something like that, and I've maxed one of those out once striper fishing, so I don't think I got to worry about this. Now, I played with these reels before, and really the only thing that I dislike about this reel, there's 3 things, but they're very minor. The first one is the bait clicker, it seems like it's very easy to put into free spool. But after you get a hit on this and you come up, close it over, it's kind of hard to click back. I feel like you really got to dig your finger in there to click it back, which isn't a huge deal because in the heat of the moment, you're gonna just throw the thing back and not have to worry about it. But it is a little harder to click it back than it is to click it forward for some reason. Second thing is it does not have an automatic clutch lever on it. So if you put this in free spool, you run up to the fish and start cranking, it's not going to turn over. You have to manually crank it. But the pro to that con is it is very easy to flick it because it's spring loaded. So really all you got to do is just barely touch it with your thumb and the thing flies up. So it's not a huge deal, but it's just one of those other things that it would have been nice if it was. And then the last thing I have a problem with is, unfortunately, this beautiful pearl white handle that they put on these. Obviously, this thing's going to get very dirty when you're on the water. It's going to be covered in blood. It's not going to stay this pearly white forever. But it's just one of those things you're going to have to get around, Super smooth drag on this reel. Like when you turn this thing against those drag watchers, it just, there's no jumping, there's no nothing. It's just nice and smooth. Everything about this reel is just smooth. From the bearings in the handle to the bearings in the spool. And super, super comfortable reel. Alright, so let me talk to you guys quick about this clamp piece right here. This doesn't look like a regular reel on the back. It kind of has like a weird way to attach the clamp on, so I want to talk about that quick just so it doesn't confuse anybody. How this clamp goes on is it comes with these little rectangular top bolts like this, and these set into each side like this of the reel foot. And then it comes with these little hex nuts, the hex nut, and then you put these on, and unfortunately the tool that it comes with is only for the main handle nut right there. So it doesn't actually have one to fit those screws. So you gotta find, you can do it with a pair of pliers or something, but a small nut driver or something to tighten those on so they're on the back of the reel and not gonna come off. And then you put your clamp on and your sleeves over it, and these can be tightened down with a screwdriver. Alright guys, if you're looking for a reel that you want to enjoy using when you're out on the water, smooth, just pleasurable to fish with, if you want to treat yourself to something real nice, pick up one of these Trinidad A's. You guys definitely won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for future content. See you guys in the next one.